do some more Bootstrap Island. Last time, basically what we did was that we survived for about 6 days. Hopefully this actually resumes from where that we left off, because if not, I'm going to be upset because that was over an hour's work for that 6 days. Ooh, hallelujah. Good. Looks like that it did.
The mountain heralded a new day.
Where's my knife? There it is. Whoa, what the? So yeah, this is the perennial storm, I believe this was called. Ooh, our water could use a bit of a refill. We still need to find more food. We can hunt the boars that we're wanting to, because we may just need to do that just for food by itself, unless we can find like some coconuts or something else. Oh, that was pretty, ain't it, guys? So yeah, we also need to find more rocks, or sorry, well, hey, we do need to find more wood. Oh, perfect! Meat! Ow. Hey, get back here, you. You have hurt me, you must pay. Aha. I shall now retreat to my lair. I have conquered for food. Takes about 4 or 5-ish stabs. Ooh, and Froggy Boy 2, we'll have to go and get you a little bit later, my friend. Now we mostly really just need to find some more wood, really. That's why, right? Wow, we used up a lot of water. There we go. And we are surprisingly down to about half on that. No! No, 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 no. How did you start on fire, you? You are not supposed to do that. Whew. I need to save you, because you are a good source of fire, and for a long time, too. And there also goes some of my other wood, too, which is not good. I don't have a lot of wood left. So let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces of wood left. Which, I mean, that should still be sufficient for right now. But we would ideally like to find some more wood. If that we can. Or even some kindling, because we're kind of running low on that. Oh, there's another, I think that one's another piece of wood that we can go ahead and grab, but let's get this kindling back first, because that's going to be very important, because we need to use 1 kindling just to add, unless we want to use a torch. I suppose we could also use the torch to start the fire, if we really wanted to. Ooh, okay, I got burned a little bit there, surprisingly enough. At least we were able to find more food just a little bit down the way. So we know there's at least 3 to 4 more boars there, which is great. Okay, another big piece and another big piece. Perfect. So this should be able to last us like a whole night for just this one stick. But you know, this is actually just great finding it. I thought I saw a frog. The heck?
How was anything supposed to survive such a manifestation of nature's wrath?
I mean, just listen to that music for one, dang. Wait, do we have 2 food boars? Okay, I was gonna say, whew, if I had lost my knife, I'd be very upset. There we go. We can try and cook that over this. There's my torch. Get that out of the way. Just use this to cook this meat a little bit. Okay, so this water technically does not count as like actual water that we can drink, I don't think. Okay, so boars do restore a large amount of health. Well, health and food. So it's not enough to fill us up, but like that we're halfway, yes that is, which is great. I mean, just look how worse that this storm is getting too. And now that we've gotten that, if we can actually just get like 2 things of meat from these. No, unfortunately it does not look like it. That is very much a big old shame. But we might also be able to use them as like a makeshift barrier too. And then let's get tonight's fires ready. One thing of kindle. Another stick like this. I feel like that should... Well... Yeah, we'll use the small pieces first. I feel like that should be enough for us for tonight at least. I mean, also just look at how well that they did for this too. Okay, and we still got one boar over here we can always kill for food, which is also great, because we may need to do that. But we also do have another... Oh, I can just crouch like that. Okay. So B is jump, A is crouch. At least on the right controller. Oh. I mean, just listen to that thunder and lightning. Dang. Good thing that's an infinite water source for us. So we did really good finding that. Because otherwise we would have been in a hard situation. If that we were to, you know, just like try and survive this without a constant source of water and food. It's a good thing that we know that we can easily kill a boar. They don't do a terrible amount of damage. They do a decent chunk, but you can heal a lot of that up by just eating their meat. So maybe every time we get to about half on food, we go ahead, kill a boar, eat for that. Okay. So now it's kind of starting to get dark. And I did change my settings so that it is a toggle to grip instead of holding down to grip. I just find that more convenient for me personally though, but that's just, you know, again, me personally. Now I believe that either this is going to be the last day of this storm or it's going to be the next day that we'll have it. Again, I don't know if that this will actually really work as like a natural barrier. Saying it's time to actually get that because I can't see anything inside the cave. Okay, there we go. Whew. Thought for a second that wasn't going to catch. Oh, that's perfect timing, it seems like. So we got our knife here, a little bit of extra wood. We got one boar worth of food that we'll probably eat at the end of this night. It is so dark outside, I can't even see the rain. Dang. Like, they do such a good job with this game, I feel like. Oh, and you can see that lightning, just also with sparks. If only that they had like a little bit of physics to them, I feel like that would really nail the fire aspect for this game. Because, you know, like just waving your stick in the air with that would normally get like, even just blowing it like this should technically do a response. Okay, so someone's at the front. Oh, that was nice. Oh, if you hit the A button, you don't have to hold it in to just stay crouched like this. So that's actually pretty nice, to be honest. As soon as any of these pieces of wood just stops, then I'm going to replace it with this piece of wood. We are going to want to be finding more wood sooner rather than later, for sure. I think with this particular level of the storm, there's not going to be any enemies. Because the moon hasn't come out. I mean, we're still fine in terms of like, okay. Yeah, we couldn't see any enemies at all that day. I want to see if I can save that piece of wood for later. Oh, nope. Darn. I don't even know where the volcano even is. I can't see it even with all this rain and everything. Should be day 7, I want to say. Okay, so food does not drop as fast as like you may fear. So you're still good to go out, gather more stuff. And you technically don't have to eat every single day. But I mean, you do want to at least get water every day. Okay, so here's 2 more wood to replace the 3 that we used up. Unfortunately, we weren't able to really save that other piece of wood as much as I would have liked to do that. Just so that I use up as little wood as possible for these days. So I'm going to see if I can find more wood. I'm assuming that this is probably going to be the worst that this storm will be able to get. From what I know of, this storm lasts for like 5-ish days, I think. I want to say. Somewhere around there. We're also going to need to find more tinder too. I think I can use this as tinder. I'm assuming that I can. So we'll want to see if we can find any source of tinder at all. And just look how much the wind is blowing and everything. And yet it doesn't affect me. That's the one thing that I feel like that they need to work on now, is that. So I think I might have found a little bit of extra tinder. It's good because like I said, we don't have a lot of tinder left. So we need to find more tinder the most. Ah. Hey, Mr. Poor, if you want to die that badly, I'm more than willing to accommodate your wishes. There we go. So yeah, it's about 4 to 5-ish stamps. We'll eat this one right away, I guess. Assuming that we got some fire left going on there. Perfect, we do. Nope, nope. Eat. Hey, I can see Mr. Froghead, too. There we go. Alright. So that takes care of all the food over there, on as far as I'm aware of. So now we just kind of really need to scour these grounds for like wood and tinder. Mostly tinder. Because we're going to need a lot of that, it seems like. And wood if we can find it. Thankfully, there's all those boars around here too, so we've really found a great place to hold up during this big old storm. Okay, so it doesn't look like as if there's any kind of wood or tinder or even anything.
A ferocious storm lashed out at all in his path.
Go and just restock on a little bit of water. There we go. I guess we'll go down here just to see that we can find some more tinder, which we are really kind of needing to get. Ooh, that was cool. It's also hard to see in this weather too. Oh darn, I thought I saw maybe like that moss-like thing, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, it looks like that there's plenty of wood. Ow. Okay. Ouch. You guys are mean. I just came here for the tinder, that's all. I'm out. Ow. Okay. I gotta get out of there before I get killed by those, because I'd be so upset if I got killed by the boars. Plus, we still should have one more boar left so that we can eat it. Sounds like someone's home, too. We'll just go refresh our water. Our food's all good, so we just mostly need the wood and tinder right now, it seems like. Okay, so we got enough for 3... Okay, Mr. Boar, you go right to here. You are still good for food. And you go right here. Oh, maybe more like right here. And then you can go right there. Woo-wee, that was loud. Okay. So now let's start getting our campfire all set up. We'll use this one. We'll use these two. And then we'll use one of these. No. There we go. And then maybe just like one of these just because we can. Just in case it doesn't catch those ones. And then we still got plenty of wood left. Because we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 pieces of wood, 1 torch, and 3 tinders. And more than enough rocks. And look, now the weather seems to be letting up a little bit. someone's going to set that on fire. I'd say we're doing really, really good because we got a lot of food over there. There's like 4 more boars over there that we can always just, kill one at a time for an extra source of food and hunger. And then we got water right over there. So we could, as long as we can like get down there and grab like more wood and tinder, we should be fine. Like, we could easily outlast this storm, too. I wonder. Nope. I was thinking that might produce a spark. It does not. Okay, so that means I feel like that also meant that the darkness is approaching, and yes it is. I just need to get that water refilled. Quickly go back into my nice safe bright cave. And get these ready to light on the fire. Okay, so sounds like that we're going to have birds then. There we go. Hey, where's my knife? Oh, phew. There you are, Mr. Knife. Oh, that just looks so good. Like, you gotta let me know what you guys think of this new update, because honestly, I think it looks incredible. Because, I mean, I did hear the bats earlier, so I'm assuming that they're gonna be out.
How insignificant you felt, ensnared in the tantrums of forces you didn't yet comprehend.
Why are you talking again, my guy? Like, the perennials, this storm is actually pretty dang good for, like, just driving off all the wild beasts and everything.
The tempest had passed, and yet you remained standing. But true hardships lay still ahead of you.
Alright. So we have now officially completed chapter 2. There we go.
Salutation from the higher powers.
Alrighty. So we got that all done. So now we survived that perennial storm. We should have unlocked something new for it. If I'm thinking correctly. And it is. I don't know why. I just like holding knives better this way. Easier to stop. If you know what I mean. Oh. Well, let me just go and grab my torch again, because I kind of forgot to grab that. Whoopsies! Alright, so yeah, that is that storm. There is a peak of the mountain, peak of the Gallo. I don't know what you want to really call it. We ate and killed 4 boars and survived 5 days with only just that. And the water that we found over here. So that cave is a lifesaver if you want to do the storm. Granted, I think the storm is also like a random thing. So now we just have to find like vines and stuff to climb. Now see, I'm surprised that like things like this doesn't actually just like rise up. I feel like that they really should.
It was easy to get lost in the thick verdure.
I'm just listen to this music too. Like, I'm sorry if it also turns out to be copyrighted. The last video that I did turns out that some of the music was copyrighted, unfortunately. So I couldn't really show it or let you guys listen to it as much as I would have liked to do that. I may have just gone in a big old circle. I don't know. Let's see. Let's follow the tracks upwards. See what we can find. And if we can find like a way up, we'll go ahead and just take that directly. So just be on the lookout for vines. If I miss it, let me know in the comments. But I'm sure that we'll be able to find something to climb at one point or another. Unfortunately, it means that we'll have to leave behind our perfectly good knife and torch. One reason why I'm really carrying the torch is just in case that we are climbing for like longer, or if we're moving for longer than I'm expecting and it's nighttime. So I would just need to find like one rock, light it, and then boom, we got in some fire. We could have also taken shelter in that cave too, it looks like. Much better. Okay, so is there any vines
To
to
survive
climb?
is to persevere.
I'm not seeing any. Darn, looks like that was a dead end then. Over. Oh, wait. Looks like that we can go up this way. Let's go this way then. Oh, look, another watering spot. That's nice. Does it actually have water in it, or is it dry? It looks like it's dry. It shouldn't be dry, especially after that huge old downpour. I feel like that all those should fill up with water. Wow, look at this view of this. You still need to find something to climb, so I can show you how the climbing works. Okay, I think that's where that we kind of really need to try and head to. Because I believe that is the spot where that we can actually climb upwards. And like technically complete chapter 1 by doing it, I think. If I'm thinking correctly. Correctly. We should be able to like kill the butterflies and be able to eat those. I feel like. Okay, so since it seemed like then they were on that side, we just quick refill on the water. That sounds like our
An
gorilla
animal,
friend.
perhaps, or the very devil himself.
Or the very devil himself. Wahahaha. Something like that, I don't know. Okay, that's my own footsteps I'm hearing. It's like, what is that sound? Okay, so there's some warthogs here. We want to... So there's 5 there. We'll try and avoid them if that we can, because we don't want them to be doing that. Stupid things. Okay, so we're nearly at the beach, too. Not exactly how I wanted to go there. If we can't find a spot to climb, we'll go through that valley over there and then see that there's anything good there. Oh, coconuts. Hmm. That's good. I'd rather have the torch anyway. Just so that then I can still continue to move at night. And then since it only got briefly used, it should still be completely fine. So there's a volcano. I don't think that we can actually get there anytime, anyway. As
Despite
far
your
as I
hurting
know of.
soul, you had never breathed easier.
Look at also the detail on these rocks too. Okay, I think we're now going the right way. Probably just want to, yeah, we'll just refresh on our food. There it is. Should be good enough. Hmm. I guess we'll actually just take shelter and over here for right now, and then we'll actually just continue onwards after that the night falls. Oh, that's perfect. One rook. to a rock. We'll just grab a coconut, I guess, from over here. Just so that we can eat it in the morning. And also use it as, like, additional fuel. We'll grab 2 coconuts, because why not? I mean, sure, it looks like that we got plenty of time
You had never
left.
seen a land like this before. Treacherous, yet prosperous.
Okay, we got some additional wood, which is good. And then we'll just go and grab a little bit of extra wood. It never hurts to have some more wood, to be honest. Okay, I feel like that should be enough for us. We'll go ahead and put this one on for this fire, just in case the stick doesn't last as long as I'm wanting it to. So as soon as it starts actually getting dark, we'll start the fire, and then we'll probably go along that trail, and then I think there's going to be a few things to climb. If we can get to the very top, we'll do that, and then I think we'll probably call this episode here good. Maybe, I mean, like, if I could survive until day 10, because I can't remember how many days it was to unlock one item. I think it was like 5 or 6 days. So that they reduce it to maybe like 3, that would be great. Sounds like wolves today, maybe. We'll go ahead and just get that started.
Foul creatures of the dark, with murder in their eyes.
Where's my knife? There it is. I guess it doesn't matter. We do have that other one anyway. Oh yeah, and we do also have this too. Usually these things don't like to get close to fire. Most animals, like wild animals, kind of don't like fire, I guess. Come on, don't make me shoot ya. Because I will. I just don't have a whole lot of bullets. Kinda sad that's... Oh, come on, really? Alright, that should do it for them.
saved by the sun's splendor, and not a moment too soon.
There's that coconut.
All-Father's greeting made your ears ring.
Day 9. And then I guess we'll actually just make sure our wire's all nice and full. There's Mr. Knife. Yeah, whatever. Should be fine. Alright. So now we'll go up there and just start climbing. I think when it's those trees. Unfortunately, that means we'll have to leave behind our torch and knife. So we'll want to make sure that we're fast and get up to the very top if we can get up this way, because I'm pretty sure it is the... Okay. Woo! Apparently there's lizards now too. I was trying to figure out what the heck is that sound. Am I getting cursed by some creepy lady or something?
The vestiges of a temperamental volcano scarred the landscape.
Okay. So now that's all full for both food and water. Roguelike. Controls. Grab toggle off. There we go. Normally climbing is like with the bouncing you can kind of get a little bit higher, but I guess they may fix it. I figure also just by turning off the toggle will be easier. At least when it comes to climbing, because then I don't have to hit it multiple times. Took me a little bit to even realize that those weren't even there for that. And you notice how, like, the rope even has its own physics, which is actually just, like, incredible. Like, yes, like, they haven't implemented it, like, for weather will affect it, because that, all that rain and water would have made it, like, a lot harder to climb. And, like, a lot more wiggly, too. Ooh.
You were starting to realize your terrible condition.
I mean, I'm all good for food and water. I don't know what you be going on about, my guy. Like, honestly, I feel like that my guy is doing great. Like, some more protein and probably vitamins would probably be a good idea for him. Whew. Oh, look at the view. Because that's where that we started, was around there. And then we did our little cave thing somewhere around there-ish. Or we could start over there. And look, we're almost at the very top, too. I would not mind, like, just surviving until day 10, to be honest. And then there's, like, other stuff to unlock further in. That requires more days. We'll go ahead and do that. I would be totally winded if I did this personally. Yeah, our food water is good. Look, we can get a little bit of extra height by doing that.
How many millennia had this place thrived untouched before your arrival?
Yeah, what was our guy even doing with a bunch of pirates either? Whew. I think we're almost at the top finally. This is a workout for the hands for sure. Whew. Nothing to really start a fire. Well, I think this is the last bit. Just look at this view. Okay, good. Looks like that we do have a good chunk of time left. Oh, okay. Did not mean to grab that. That almost cost me. Whew.
You now had proof of what you always knew in your heart.
Oh, wow.
You were trapped on an island.
Bootstrap Island. Look, there's some geysers. That's where so you have to go that path to get to the ship. Whew. Okay, so there's no food. Well, no way of actually starting a fire, so... There we go. Oh, stop it.
Interesting. Tasted like gunpowder.
So we might be able to survive for a little bit out here. Huh. I would have thought for sure that with that it would have just like fully broken the coconuts. I guess not. Actually, yeah, this is not a good spot to actually just build our little base. We want to get down to our base floor area. But then we can. Preferably just like before the dark hits. Because like right here we should do fine for. We just need to find 2 rocks. Perfection. Some extra wood.
Had no seafaring vessel ever graced this desolate isle?
We can use the coconut for extra fuel that we need to. Still technically a little bit light out, so we still have a little bit of extra
The
time,
sun was falling.
but
The
not
state
long.
of affairs looked completely different.
All we care about right now is just surviving for this last day. And then we'll stop it.
The dreadful animals intended to sup upon your flesh.
Shoot. Hey. Get out there. Shoot. I'm no one's food but my own. Shoot, shoot. Shoot. No food here. No. Bad. Ow. Get out. Move. No. No food here for you. Back! Back!
The beasts now know what your blood tastes like.
Okay, there.
The mountain spoke.
And then day 10. Whew. So far, not too bad. I mean, granted, we're able to get all the way from our starting area all the way over to here in less than 10 days. 9 days for that one. And then I guess we could probably like explore the ship, which is just right over this way. Oh, right. I wonder what lizards taste like in this game. So as you can see, we're going to need to follow this long and winding path. We need to probably... let's see. We'll need to follow... We need to go down. So we need to at least get to the gatherers, go down, follow that trail, and then go over to there. But that should be for the next episode, I feel like. So until then, like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys on the next episode, Bootstrap Island. Whenever that shall be. Even I don't know. Goodbye.